Hello.
Hi. Ah, my foot cramped. Hi. Oh.
My name is Liz, and this is my brother Eddie.
Formerly known as Juan Pablo Maria Sanchez de Esqual.
And we decided that we were going to make a YouTube channel and post a bunch of podcasts.
Could do Vimeo too.
What?
Vimeo? It's not. Never mind. It's not a site, you just push it on. Yeah. It's like a YouTube, but like a little more professional. And it has like the smiley faces, and you get a little less videos of cats and more videos of people demonstrating what their cameras do more than anything. But you know, this is kind of the same thing, but not really, because it's actually a good camera, but it always looks crappy with this light. But yeah, back to you.
So yeah, just podcasts.
They know what a podcast is.
Let me finish.
Are we finished? We gotta have to whip our tea.
Okay, so anyway, we're doing podcasts, which is pretty much whatever we want to do. I like to talk about issues and stuff, but...
And I like to talk about cats.
Yeah, so we'll be talking about pretty much everything. So, yeah. Yep. Anything to say?
It's awake.
Oh.
It's gonna be awkward.
Yes.
Be like, hello.
We're just filming.
Yeah, we're just filming. We're just doing that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
It's called boredom.
it's called a moment of inspiration.
Why?
I don't know. I was inspired to do this, and you were inspired to listen to me. Actually, you told me to. We were gonna watch IT Crowd, and then she was like, "Let's do it now." And I'm like, "Fine." And you're like, "Well, you were the one that said it," and I'm like, "I can't. I want to do it. It was my idea. Totally my idea." I was just pointing at my nipple or whatever.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of that, unfortunately.
Like, yeah.
You don't want to? You got a problem? What's going on?
I don't got a problem.
You got?
You got a problem.
I haven't got no problem.
You have a problem.
I ain't got no problem.
You got lots of problems.
No, okay, maybe some, but you know, life would be boring. You know what they say? Can't can't have your cake and not do weird, inexcusable things before you eat it.
Isn't it like you can't have your cake and eat it too?
Yeah, but that's the boring way. I'm just saying, you can't have your cake and not do crazy things. You gotta have cake and do crazy things. This is how it goes. Otherwise, the cake just kind of sits there and it's looking at you and it's like, I cannot do anything crazy. I'm being here to be entertaining for you, and you're not doing anything for me. This is my last bit on Earth, and you're to eat me, and I'm done. I'm sorry, I can't.
How can you be yourself, though?
It's a dark thing, though. Okay, fine.
No, I'm just saying,
How often do I talk in my natural voice? I didn't even know this is my natural voice. How come you don't know how to talk like this? Okay, fine. Alright.
I'm not saying you can't talk like
okay,
that.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
I don't know.
I enunciate better in voices. I mumble in my own voice, so it's, it shows up on camera better.
Okay.
No, I'll be myself. Not boring, white bread.
Oh yeah, you're so boring.
I'm entertaining when I do voices.
You're not boring. Yeah. We should do these like not late at night too, because right now we're just like.
Oh, I'm fine.
You're fine.
I'm super fine.
Super fly.
According to the man at the pool. There was an incident today.
Oh yeah, you gotta tell him about it.
Yeah. We went to the gym, went out for like an hour, which was good. And then there's this girl there that keeps looking at me.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on. Well, get to the part that's embarrassing to me. Alright. And then we decided to cool down and go to the pool. And then we go to this one pool that like no people are at, but it's kind of dirty. And it was really cold. And so I jump in and I like swam across like halfway, and then I was like, yeah. And I kind of stayed in there for a little bit. And then I got out because it got cold. And then when I was drying off, there was this guy who was walking this little white dog. Was it like a poodle? I didn't have my glasses on.
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh, that's a good answer. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Was it a poodle? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those big white fluffy things.
Very specific. And apparently well, you could do it better because I didn't see it. But I was drying the hair. Keep in mind that during this, I'm doing this, you know. So go at it. Do what he did.
Okay, so he was, you know, like drying.
No, I'm doing the drying. You do the guy.
Yeah, he's drying off, walking his dogs.
I wasn't walking my
And
dogs.
he looks over like this and sees Eddie. And then he turns around and he starts staring and watching as Eddie was getting himself together. And I don't know. Let's talk about all the crazy guys, older guys that hit on you.
Let's see. There was this creepy guy at the bus stop like a year ago. He came up to me and he like, it was so weird. I was carrying my laptop bag and I was wearing a button-up shirt, which apparently made me look like a hooker. You know, that's what hookers are pretty classy. They're pretty urban savvy these days. And so I was just standing at the bus stop and he just comes up to me and he was just like, nah, I'm sorry, I'm not into that. And I was like, into what? And then he was like, you know, I spent some time in prison, you know, there was some, you know, man who dressed up as woman, and I wasn't into that, and I'm like, I'm not into that either. And then he's like, oh, okay. And then I think he said something like, you got to be careful or something like that. And then he was like, you know, because when I was your age, I was a pretty boy too, which I never thought of myself as a pretty boy, but okay. And then I think he just walked away after that. So it's like it was weird because he like crossed the street to do that. And then that was weird. And then at this convenience store by Mom's hotel, the clerk kept telling me I should be a model.
Really?
Yeah. And then I don't want to talk about the other one.
That clerk is weird.
I don't know
like,
if it's the same clerk.
He's like, can I give you my number and my address so you can visit me? I'm like,
He said that to you?
yeah. It's creepy.
Maybe it wasn't the same clerk.
He's like, because I guess he lives like up the street from me or something. But it's creepy.
What convenience store are you talking about now?
The one by Mom's place.
And he lives up the street from you?
Yeah, that's what he said.
And he works by Mom. God, he's like stalking our family. Creepy. I'm hoping I'm in frame. I think I am. Should move on up. To the east side, to that deluxe apartment in the sky.
Okay.
Moving on up. Okay. Anyway, no voices.
You can do voices.
Yeah.
You just have to be yourself.
Yeah, whatever.
Goodness gracious.
Whatever. You're not doing a voice?
Huh?
You're not doing a voice? Maybe goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious. Sorry. Okay. But
I'm just saying for long periods of time
all right,
when you're saying regular things.
Okay, but I have to extemporaneously go to voices every now and then. It's like it just makes me, it makes it easier for me to just jump on to other thoughts. Anyways.
If you like it that way.
Okay.
Do I?
But yes, to my knowledge, I think that was the rest of the men who.
No.
No. I don't want to say it because we don't actually know. And he's on Facebook. I don't ever have any awkward things.
Bonus?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Sophia like looks at Mom or looks at.
What's it?
Yeah. So it's it was more of a misunderstanding.
That'd be good. We should do that.
I really doubt if you're watching. I doubt.
I don't think he knows what we're talking about. If he were to be listening, but that's just weird.
Moving on. But there's other people that fall for me. Animals, not people, but animals fall for me a lot. Randomly, cats will just go up and just like her cat. She's just like, she doesn't come up to me ever, ever. Unless I give her food.
Cut this out, but just make sure you don't say
it. I just said her cat.
I know. Just make sure.
I know.
Okay, so I'll delete that part.
All right. And back. But and then so I'll take my jacket off, and then she'll just run up to my jacket, and she'll just be like, "Oh God, yes," and then she'll start licking herself, and then she does this thing where she's like, and then she goes, "That's nice," and then
no, she doesn't.
Yeah, she does. She goes. You've seen her do it.
Mm.
So other cats go like. It's all very strange. And then, yeah, and then there's a little girl at the daycare I used to work at. I had to turn her down and she cried.
Her mother was just a little girl. Asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me.
Hey.
Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be.
You start.
So, apparently this is the section where we interview each other, you know. So, first I'll ask you, at what point did you notice that your skull was fractured?
Well, I just found out a couple years ago, actually.
And you just haven't covered it up, you know, you could put some, like, nylon
That's
on
why I
it.
always wear hats,
No.
you know, to cover it. So.
But hats kind of accentuate it. You should wear hats and say, my skull was not fractured. Notice it so well.
Yeah.
Totally politically correct. Alright. And you.
That's such a weird question.
Well, you want to know.
Well, I thought you
Okay,
know,
go.
like
Ask me a
more
question. Come on. Alright.
personal interest.
Okay, fine. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
What's your favorite musical?
My favorite musical?
Grace. Or Rocky Horror.
Rocky Horror. Rocky Horror.
So original. As if every high school girl doesn't have that same opinion. I'm kidding. Yeah. There's other musicals. Pippin. You gotta actually listen to the Book of Mormon. It's awesome. Yeah. Ask me a question.
Alright. If you could be an animal, what would you be?
There's this, it's called a honey badger. Look it up. It's a crazy badger. It like it gets its name from eating it eats the larva of African honeybees, which is crazy. It'll just like dig into the nest while it's getting stung, and it'll eat the larva, and then it attacks like everything. Like it'll eat snakes, and it'll like first it'll like there's this video where it like eats what the snake is eating, and it like takes it right out of the snake's mouth, and then the snake's like, "Come at me, bro, come at me," and then it's like, "All right," and then it just comes at him, and then eats him, and then but there's another one where like the badger's like climbing a tree to get to a snake. Like imagine just the sequence of events that led to that. So you know that to me that's inspiring. You know, to just go that far to get it's a meal you don't even need. You know. To go to those lengths to chase a snake up a tree, which I didn't even know they could do that. Maybe they wrapped it around and they just did sort of like a, I don't know, weird, crazy straw thing. But yeah, that's my favorite animal. Oh, it's the line. So.
So,
What is your favorite childhood memory involving a frog?
well, I remember when we lived in Illinois, and I think it was mostly toads that did it.
Yeah.
We had a bucket, and basically they wanted to get out of the bucket, so they decided to like mate together so they could be strong enough to jump out of the bucket. And
You mean like produce enough so they just like sit on top of the bodies of the babies?
no, just
Oh.
like one on top of the other and jump out.
Oh, I was
Like
thinking,
in twos.
I like my way better.
In
It would take longer,
in
but it'd be
twos.
very
But
fun.
I liked, as a kid, like going into people's yards and digging in their like sewer vents and pulling frogs out.
Sadly, that's true. Yeah.
When you're 9, that's fun.
And I was like 6,
Yeah.
so yeah, I was that much farther ahead of the curve.
Yep.
All right.
I thought you were gonna go like this.
Body. All right, go. Cuestione. Pregunta.
Cuestione.
Tengo una pregunta para
What's the craziest dream you've ever had?
No. I okay. I had one that was pretty weird recently. Where and bear in mind, my dreams are usually pretty weird, anyways. They're usually like video games where like I have to keep trying to repeat a single task and then I lose. Liz and I were at this hotel room because we used to live at a hotel for a while, and then so like she was on one bed, I was on the other, and then we were watching this TV show, and I had no interest in watching it, and then she's like, watch it, and I was like, I don't care, and then she's like, hey, it's that black guy. I'm like, what? And then she's like, you know the, what'd you call him? Actor. She said the name, and I was like, I don't know who that is. And she's like, you know Drew Carey's drummer, and I was like, was there a drummer on Whose Line? And you're like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. And then, so you're like, well, watch, you'll be on it soon. And then you're like, but don't leave, because you'll miss it. And then so I was standing there, and then suddenly I wasn't in a hotel room anymore. I was in like the little girls' clothing department at Walmart, and then I was watching it on like a TV, where like they don't even have TVs in that section of Walmart. But so I was just standing there watching it, and then apparently Liz had said like, here, hold these. And so I was just standing there, just looking up, holding little girls' clothes. And then, this mother and her kids started walking by, and then I was like, oh no, this will look really bad. And then so like I like ducked underneath the clothes, kind of like, remember like we used to like hide inside the clothing? I thought it was funny, like a little fort, and then just pop out and be like, Lafayette is here. Anyway, but and so the mother was like, oh yeah, that doesn't look wrong. I'm like, no, I'm just here to hold these. And then she's like, whatever. And then I'm like, you look fine. And then I like ran to try to find Mom, I think, and then you guys were in like the snack section, the candy section, and then you guys were just like putting all the groceries we were getting like on the floor, and then so I just kind of like sat there and I was just collecting my thoughts, I suppose, and then Dad comes and he like dumps this whole other cart of groceries, and there's just this sea of groceries, and then Dad's like, all right, you buy half, I buy half. I'm like, what? And then so we get up to the front of the line, and then Mom comes up, and then she's like, I got this, I need to get this. I'm like, what is that? And she's like, it's a type of Japanese hummus, which if you know what hummus is, that makes no sense. And then I was like, why do you need this? And then she's like, well, see, and then it like did this like cutaway it was like this like person's office that was in a ditch by the road. And then it zoomed into these little pipes in the floor, and then the hummus started squirting out, and so my mom was just, it wasn't going to fill it up, but she just wanted to like baffle the woman that was going to be sitting at the desk, because you know that would be pretty weird to see Japanese hummus just coming out. And then I was like, all right, fine.
Sorry.
Shut up. And then I was like, all right, fine, get it. And how much is it? And she's like, 30. And I was like, and then
that's an inside joke.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk
inside
about
joke.
Inside joke. And then so altogether the groceries came out to be like 60. And so that was weird. I can't remember what happened after. Oh, then we went home and we're on Ridge Lane, which is our house that like we moved before I was 6, so it was really a long time ago. And then we went outside and there was just like little baby deer, and then like it was like going around killing all the insects. It was weird. I don't know. Anyway, that was the weirdest dream I can remember recently.
5 minutes later. It was good.
It was enthralling. All right. What would your last words be if you died right now?
Eddie, no, don't do it, Eddie, no.
Cute. You just made your answer shorter, so now you have to come up with your question quite faster.
Okay.
I'm sequester. Yeah, God, you're lucky you have something to lean against.
Yeah. Your feet are cold.
You what? You on? Yeah, they are cold.
What was the question?
You're supposed to ask me a question.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Alright, think of one while I do this.
I don't know, let's do something else.
Okay, fine, no more questions. Thank God.
It was just an idea. You can use the clips or whatever.
You can use the clips, honey. You just put them together and make it all like 60 minutes long, honey. You can do something. That's something I'm working on. Anywho, It's the lady who died on Dexter. I want the perfect key lime pie. Anyway, someone will know what I'm talking about. I can only do it when she's dying. Are you crying? Get no book left. Honey, no. Honey, you're Smeal your makeup. Smeal. Smeal.
It just kind of fell out.
These emotions just came out of me. It was just like, oh! Okay. Did you ask me a question?
No, I just said let's.
Stop. Okay, no more questions. Jesus. Alright, I forgot. Maybe look up. No, it's easy for you to look at me. And we're more on the level. So, notice you got a lot of copper things on you.